Every real cowboy like myself knows how lonely it is out on the open range, which is why I listen to the Cowboy Boys podcast. With best contractually obligated friends, Shayne Smith and Mac Arthur, the Cowboy Boys will comfort your soul better than any disease-ridden saloon gal ever could. Cowboy Boys.
Who do you think is going to get deplatformed first, me or you?
Oh, probably me.
What, you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like I say a lot more. I don't know. It's Why do you think you?
I just feel like if I ever get like famous, people are gonna be like, "Hey, look, there's like of my life from the age of 16 until 24. There's so many things people could just be like, what the fuck? I mean, it's already happened. What, like twice? I think. Like, remember the guy I hacked with a sword?
No, he forgave you.
Yeah, but like people were still like, "Hey, you fucking hacked this guy with a sword," and then I was like, I gotta reconcile with this guy. And no, I'm sorry.
No one deplatforms. We're talking about big tech companies. They don't care if you hack another hillbilly with a sword.
Oh, okay.
They don't care about those crimes. They care about thought crimes. Like if you say that you're going to destroy or end a certain person, certain billionaire's existence, cease them. They don't like that. Or if you have a strong opinion on stuff that may or may not be happening.
Okay. I mean, I feel like we've both said some wild things. I feel like people will probably look into the wild things I'm saying first, but they might take the things you say more serious.
I think they don't take what I say seriously because I hide behind the libertarian badge.
I don't think
no one takes any. I can say whatever I want. Like
that is
because when you say libertarian stuff, they're like, "Oh, he's harmless."
Yeah, it's
They're
true.
Not. But when you start saying Republican things, people get kind of really.
Yeah, those guys mail bombs.
Republicans?
Yeah.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
Libertarians mail bombs.
No. I mean, conservatives mail bombs is really what it comes down to.
You don't think there's been any liberal mail bombers?
No, I'm sure there's been liberal bombings.
I guess this is how you describe. That's the thing.
Eco-terrorism is liberal
That's
bombing.
what I was going to say.
Yeah.
I feel like
but it's the coolest kind of terrorism, too.
That's the whole problem with all this labeling, and it's like their side, our side. You get into kind of another axis of, well, I'm not really left and I'm not really right. I believe these things.
It's like those guys that tried to kidnap the governor.
Oh, yeah.
People were like, hey, they were Trump guys because they were associated with a group that's deeply associated with conservative values. But those guys were also like, no, we're kind of anarchists. And it's like, so you're libertarians. And they're like, well, no, because we don't vote for that party. And everyone is just like, what the fuck? So you're just kidnappers. And they're like, well, mostly, yeah.
That was crazy because I remember when that first happened. What was that? What state was that? Was that
Michigan?
Michigan? Yeah, they tried to kidnap the governor.
Yeah, and they were gonna have a tribunal and then execute her. I mean, that's not. They say they weren't gonna kill her, but like they had distinct plans to like try her for treason, and then if they found her guilty, they were gonna shoot her. And it's like
if they found her guilty.
Yeah. I was like, who's the lawyer? Who's they gonna also kidnap a Jewish person? And they're just, we kidnapped you, a Jew lawyer. And what if he won the case?
I was gonna say if I was in if I was in that situation, I would want a Jewish lawyer.
Yeah, of course.
But if I didn't have a Jewish lawyer, I would request a trial by combat.
Oh, there you go.
Appeal to their violent sensibilities and be like, oh, you're not going to grant me the honor of having trial by combat?
Yeah.
Some anarchist society you have.
A lot of people don't know that you can just do that, and right-wing people have a really hard time saying no.
Why is it that?
Dude, me and my brother have done it several times, where there's like a dude holding like a Confederate flag or something, and you don't get mad, you don't scream, you don't get crazy, you just go right up to them in front of all of their friends, and you go, hey, me and you, mano y mano, I will fist fight you for that flag right now. And you can say no in front of all your friends like a bitch.
Yeah,
and
if
then,
you really believe.
Yeah, and then they are looking at you and they're like, they have a decision to make. They can look like a bitch in front of all their friends, or they can fist fight you for that flag in front of everybody.
That's
And me and Jared have done it several times.
I feel like that's what this country needs. We need to like establish clear protest rules.
Yeah.
Like, hey, no bringing weapons, none of these police batons, no armor. Come on, guys, just like no
straight
helmets.
soccer hooliganism.
Exactly. It's like the cops ruin it with their fucking military gear.
Well, they do push everyone else over because I feel like genuinely a lot of like leftists and conservative people would not only find more common ground, but they would do it like, you know, when you watch those YouTube videos of like 100 guys who are like pro Arsenal and 100 guys pro Liverpool,
Dude.
and they literally get together on a street and everyone's just like, fuck, here we go, and they have a medieval battle.
It's shirts versus skins, or like blue versus red.
And then afterwards, they're like buds. They're just like, all right, that was crazy.
I don't think they're buds, but they respect each other.
So like I think that more of that would be going on. But the police show up, and then everyone's like, fuck. Now we got to get shields and armor and fucking. We got to build things to throw their tear gas back at them.
It's so funny. Whoever's getting their ass kicked by the police, it's the other side is like, yeah, get them, police. And it's like, no, the police are the bad guys in every situation. They're not defending you. You're cheering on other poor people or getting beaten by the institution.
It's the equivalent of you live with a guy you hate. And both of you have to go outside.
Wait, is this your brother? And then your parents are like...
No, I was going to say, both of you have to go into the yard to get something every once in a while.
Okay.
And just because you have to go into the yard to get more stuff than the other guy, you do. You have to go out into the yard 3 times a week. He only has to go out into the yard 1 time a week. And guess what lives in the yard?
What?
A really mean fucking dog. And that dog bites the fuck out of you when you go out there. So then I fucking go out there all the time to get shit because I have to. And I'm always getting bit. And the other dude's laughing at me. And then the one time he goes out there, I'm like, yeah, fucking bite him, dog. But it's like, no, both of you should kill that dog. You got to kill the dog.
Oh, don't kill the dog.
Well, you got to do something. You got to fucking put a cone on the dog.
Chain him up.
Chain him up. Or you got to do anything. You got to fucking do something to that dog. Get a cattle prod.
I was going to say maybe castrate. Not castrate. What do they...
Fix the dog.
Fix the dog. What is that called? Spaying, neutering?
Yeah,
neutering,
yeah. I'm saying we got to spay and neuter the police is really what I'm saying.
If you castrated it, that has the same effect.
But that really is the thing, dude. People snitching.
Dude, that's the fucking most beta baby shit.
They're Nazis. It's like, firstly... No, they're idiots, and a lot of them are Nazis, sure, but the FBI, they're Nazis. Well, but if you believe they're Nazis, then what's the FBI? The fucking good guys? They're Nazis, but with guns and in power, you idiots. Don't help them.
No, the FBI and CIA only employs smart Nazis.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
whereas we're dumb, poor Nazis who never had a formal college education have to go fist fight in the streets.
Yeah, and you never, dude, that shit just makes me fucking insane. It's just like, dude, don't help. Just fucking listen. Schadenfreude is real. Listen,
it is.
No one laughed harder.
Here's what it is. It is absolutely, if you're not making fun of the people who died during the Capitol Hill riot, I don't want to be your friend. Like, that is, if you die, a cop tased himself in the balls somehow.
Yeah.
And then he like died from a heart attack. That's fucking funny. Like,
dude, yeah, dude.
What a death.
Oh, my balls.
One, it's a historic event. 2, that's a historic death. I hope they teach kids about his death,
dude,
in the history books years from now.
I just love that we're so powerful as a nation that we are just so stupid that we've got people at our most historic modern events tasering themselves to death in their own balls, and the other countries are still just like, you can't fuck with America, they'll get you.
That is
we're so over the top powerful that we're tasing our own balls, and the second most powerful nation in the world is still just like, yeah, don't fuck with those guys, they will kill you.
No, they are fucking with with us if you believe that.
Oh, okay.
If you believe that the hackers are, I think that's a really good theory. Is that hackers are, or not hackers, but people are just. It's
psyops.
It's not even hackers. It's literally Putin being like, yeah, I'm gonna buy 30 Google ads for QAnon, and then I'm also going to buy a bunch of, I don't know what does the left advertise. This podcast? Are we funded by George Soros? Have you gotten your check?
No. Dude, I do love people. Do you know I've had people on, because I've been more open about my political leanings, I've had people accuse me of being paid to say that stuff. And I'm just like, dude, you have no idea how I actually would do it if I could.
Shayne, we are paid to say this stuff by our Patreon supporters.
Wow, if you're listening to this, you might be George Soros.
You're part of the cabal.
George Soros just does the $10 tier. He's not even a $100 guy.
Yeah, if you're worth $1 billion and only paying $5-10, you gotta bump up your subscription.
Yeah, what the fuck, dude? That shit is so funny. You're a paid Jew. I'm just like, kind of. I wish, dude.
That's why it doesn't. It feels. It's one of those conspiracy theories that it's like, if you just think about it for a second, it's like, why would someone pay someone else, like individually, to then like post about stuff when it's like people are already posting it?
Yeah,
people are doing it themselves.
Just hire one guy full time.
Don't hire someone. The site's already there. Just spend a few dollars to put an ad. So what you can do online is, say there's a guy you hate, like a YouTuber you hate, right?
Yeah.
You go into Google Ads and then you make a video of how much you hate this guy, and then you just specify like, oh, I want my ad video to play before his video.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that before?
Yes.
It's like, why, this fucking guy is a hack fraud.
There was a dude in Utah that paid for an ad on Instagram when his wife cheated on him, calling his wife a cheater.
Did he have it just to like advertise on her friends and family?
I guess. I don't know. I saw it. I didn't know him. He's just some guy with a fish. He's like, that kind of dude.
Why would you ever cheat on that guy?
I don't know, but he was just like,
any guy with a hobby like that is not going to cheat on you.
Yeah.
Like,
he's in his 40s.
If he has Legos, if he has fish, I mean, that's on you. To cheat on him, you can work a relationship like that out. You can talk to each other.
If you're
going to cheat, you're destroying it you're taking the lazy man's way out.
True.
You're just burning it to the ground without trying.
If a fish guy cheats on you, that might be on you.
I'm going to say, yeah, that is definitely.
Like, come on now.
One, if he's taking care of an aquarium well, he's got skills to take care of, like, he's got the mental capacity to like understand how to nurture and care. That's pretty fun though. I like the new hell world we live in.
Yeah.
You can buy ads.
But this dude bought ads, and I just was scrolling, and I just see this like 45-year-old guy that's like, Jenny's cheated on me or whatever. I'm just like, damn, dude, fucking get her ass. Fuck it up. How much? Yeah, but people are dumb. Here's the thing. The types of people who believe these conspiracies are like, oh, what? So he just made like 50 profiles? How would you even get that many emails? And it's like, all right, I can't talk to you.
Yeah, you can buy those from. You can just buy another service to do that. Do you ever see the ads where it's like, buy 1,000 Twitter followers?
Yes,
pay like $20.
Yes.
So imagine if you had $100 like George Soros just to burn.
Dude, you know what's so funny? I saw some people in my family, I won't say their names, they were like, this is fucked up. Facebook is broken, blah, blah, blah. They're censoring us. The Antifa was in the Capitol, and they're like, I'm going to Parler. Who's with me? And they were all saying, Parler is Republican Facebook, because they don't understand even Twitter. And then like 3 days later, I'm on Facebook. I scroll through and I see one of them be like, "Couldn't understand Parler. I'm here for now."
Really?
Yeah. I was just like, "Damn, dude, brutal."
I'm on Parler.
Yep, you sure are. I saw your profile.
I sign up for like every single social media the second it comes out, so no one takes my username. I'm that guy.
A good call.
And so I may not believe with the ideology, but I'm there. It's just an account. Like,
I should make one too. Have
just
you
in
done your
case.
plan?
What?
Your big plan?
What's my big plan?
Your big plan? You're going to parlay every day a certain phrase and see what happens?
Oh.
That's how you get deplatformed first.
Yeah, you could threaten some people on Parler and get kicked off.
Can I if Donald Trump gets impeached, we can say we want to kill him every day and there's no consequences.
Is that true?
Yeah, because his Secret Service details canceled.
That is good. I think they do want to impeach him.
Yeah, no. If they do, and they probably will, they're going to impeach him, and that means he loses.
He can't pardon anyone.
He loses his $1 million a year travel budget.
That's not a big thing.
But
the
still,
president blows like $1 billion every time he flies.
He's a fucking idiot. But
he
loses. He loses a few things like in history, and then he loses. The biggest thing he loses is his lifetime Secret Service detail.
Yeah.
And so if he loses that means you can go online and be like
threaten him.
You can threaten him, and like the Secret Service is just like
FBI
not our problem.
But if you can do that, then it's not as fun to threaten. Like
yeah.
You type it out and you're just like, it's not worth it. I'm not gonna hit send. there's no thrill in the game.
It's okay. I'm gonna be threatening to kill the new president.
Whoever what?
What? No, the new. If anyone is if the FBI is listening to this, just know that I mean in a video game. The president in Grand Theft Auto, I'll kill him.
All right.
I already hate the new guy so much.
Do you? He's not, he doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I know.
The country
he's going to do nothing.
Dude, I feel like the threats, like the little, what do you call these little, I guess, I don't want to say terror cells, but like the people who are going to kidnap the governor.
Yeah. No, they're terror cells, technically. They're just not organized, but...
Is that the name for them?
Well,
they're not terrorists, really. I guess those guys were.
This is what bothers me about all of the discourse. Everyone's like, don't call it a protest. And it's like, okay, kind of fair. I do see what you mean, but it is not a coup. It is a coup, but it's also literally, I'm not joking, the worst coup of all time.
One.
So then does it even, it almost doesn't count.
It's one of the worst.
Yeah,
there were probably some worse coups out there that we don't know about.
So bad.
Before, like, history, like, that were so... Yeah. Some guy probably, like, went into some king way back in the day. He's like, I'm the king now. And he's like, no, you're not. He's like... Okay.
yeah.
That was probably one of the worst ones.
It's just so they're so incompetent. So then you're like, these are white supremacists, and it's like, yeah, some of them are genuinely racist, but like the dudes who are in the Aryan Brotherhood are embarrassed of these people.
Yeah, they don't associate with them.
That's real. The KKK has literally been like, no, not the Proud Boys. Like, so when we're like, they're white supremacists, it's like, kind of, but they're the worst ones that have ever existed.
They're the ones
it's a coup. It's embarrassing.
They're the white supremacists you shouldn't be paying attention to.
Yeah.
You're focusing. You're being distracted.
No, that's real.
And this is where I go back to like you can just buy ads. You can just make a Facebook group, whatever you are, and be like, we're gonna storm Area 51, and then it can go viral, and then a bunch of retards show up and they're ready to storm it off of like a meme. You just created it. You did like 5 clicks, like put the date, invited a few like high profile people who you know are easy to rile up, and will invite other people. That's how you get a good party going too.
True.
You just invite the key people who you know will bring more people.
Dude, remember the Area 51 storming? Everyone like a lot of people showed up, and then literally like 2 guys in a truck with guns were there, and like the alien people are so fucking lame that they were just like, man, one of those guys has a pretty big gun, huh? And everyone's like, let's Naruto run about it.
I do think they're lame, but I don't think they're lame for showing up.
No, they're lame.
Like that was
they kind
fun.
Of showed up to be like, are we gonna do it? And then the government was like, we will kill you though. And so they were like, all right, no, we won't do it.
That is the one thing. The federal police, I guess you'd say. What is the military police?
They don't.
That lady that got shot.
Yeah.
No one's confirmed this, but you and I have confirmed it in our hearts. Where that was a Secret Service guy.
Oh, he was in a suit.
Because the police were like, "Come on through!" Like, oh man, there's more of like that's how. One, I'm gonna say this. If this is my one takeaway from all of the Capitol Hill protests, that's how all the people who are like whoa, so they're white and you're just gonna let them walk through? It's like, that's how every protest should go. That the police should bow down to the Black Lives Matter protest.
Yeah.
To every protest. There's more of you than them. The police should be scared when its populace is angry.
True.
And you should get together and be like, hey, we want to fucking change something. And then people get scared, and now they're like, maybe we shouldn't do what we're doing.
Yeah.
That's what a fucking protest is. It was the AOC tweet where, did you see that she was kind of getting butthurt about how during Black Lives Matter she was like, this is how it's done, this is the fucking thing. Oh, what was that tweet? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
AOC during Black Lives Matter was like, it's the voice of the people and you should be scared. And then now that her house got stormed, she's kind of like, this is not what I was talking about. Like,
Yeah, that is the thing that annoys me about everyone is they're like, hey, I mean, because listen, going to the Capitol while the politicians are there is like a
Pretty
little on the
baller.
nose. Yeah.
I like it.
It's a baller move. Here's my thing. You got to decide. Do you just go to the Capitol and do you all just occupy the Capitol? Do you peacefully sit there and go,
Yeah.
we're in here, fucking, you have to let someone come talk to us? That would have been fucking dope.
they should have sat in the rotunda or whatever.
No, but instead they started stealing and doing weird shit. So they were like, okay, so this is a hostile takeover. And it's like, oh shit, I'm also down with that. You know what? I don't agree with a single thing you say. I fucking hate you. I genuinely don't care what happens to you. But you know what? If you're going to hostile takeover, fucking baller move. I wish I had thought of it. Good for you. But then they were like, we're going to hostile takeover, except for not really. I'm going to fucking... Dude, they didn't even steal a computer.
I think someone did, or that's
Yeah,
what
I
they're
mean,
saying.
I'm sure.
This is the bad thing about what happened is now all the politicians, if there were any crimes, that whole thing is a crime scene. And so let's say that there's psychic vampires with questionable material on their hard drives. They can be like, that it was stolen. You can't subpoena anyone. It's like, that wasn't there when I got here. That's all of Capitol, the swamp has been contaminated.
Dude, it's fucking terrible. I'm so annoyed that they just like, if you're going to storm it the whole way. But instead they were like, oh.
Or have a game plan.
Yeah. Instead they were just like, Jesse tased his balls, so we just stopped. Like, okay, I guess. Dude, they pushed out the second that lady got shot. Everyone was like, all right, we'll leave.
I mean,
it was like, fuck,
that's
dude.
most parties.
I know, but still, it's just
someone
like,
gets shot.
fucking, you thought you were like revolutionaries. Like, we'll do anything for Donald Trump. One lady got shot, and everyone was like, okay, we've vastly overestimated how loyal we are to this guy.
That's the difference between regular police and the Secret Service.
Dude.
And the guys at Area 51.
Have you seen all the like rap sheets for all the people they arrested at their cars? So the federal government, the feds went and arrested a bunch of the protesters at their, like, they got to their cars the next day.
They
after
got them at the airport too.
Yeah, they went to their hotels, and then the feds just went and waited by their cars and arrested a bunch of them and searched their cars.
Yeah.
And a bunch of them seized like automatic weapons, tons of ammo that wasn't supposed to be across state lines, a bunch of Molotov cocktails, homemade bombs. A ton of dudes are like legit like going away for life over the Capitol protest. So literally dudes who didn't do anything. They just walked into the Capitol without a mask on and were like, we're here. And then someone got shot and they're like, fuck, I guess I better leave. But they had like shit in their truck in case it quote unquote went down and they were going to fucking, that was revolution.
That's my road rage pipe bomb. I wasn't going to bomb a building.
And the feds were just like, nope, can't have that. You're fucked forever. You committed a federal crime and you had terrorist shit. Again, this is a thing where they're like, they're terrorists. And it's like,
they didn't take any of that with them.
Yeah.
That's even crazier. They had it. But they didn't take it with them. So it almost seems like it was just like it almost was peaceful until, I don't know. You know what I'm going to say? The cops let them in intentionally to then start a fight.
Yeah. Well, dude, here's my thing is you're LARPing as a terrorist. That's what they are. They're terrorist LARPers. So when everyone's like, you got to call white people terrorists. Like the dude who blew himself up on Christmas. Why aren't we calling it?
What? Oh, yeah, the Nashville bomb.
Yeah.
I already forgot.
I already forgot a dude blew up the AT&T building.
I mean, was anything other than like storefronts? Was anything damaged?
He took down vital infrastructure for cell phones.
Cool.
Yeah, they couldn't use their cell phones and stuff for
That's
like
so
a couple
wild.
days.
The news did not report on that at all. You know why?
There's no info.
Well, they probably have info, but it's like, how do you spin that politically to rile up the bases?
Well, but he had, as far as they know, there was no motive. The people who were like, it's white terrorism. It's like,
That's the first thing they always.
Firstly, I'm just going to actually be very unfunny and like say a fact that bums people out. Hey, Middle Easterners, a lot of them are white. Like,
you're taking that right.
Yeah.
So Italians are not white, but Middle Easterners are white.
If Italians are white, a lot of Middle Easterners are white. So when you're like, oh, so they don't want to talk about white terrorism, it's like, firstly, we can go on the internet and look at Chechnyans cutting people's heads off that are in ISIS.
Yeah, but if
you want to do that,
there's no Chechnyans in America. Not a single one.
But like some of the bombers or some of the 9/11 hijackers, if you look at them and no one told you, you'd be like, oh, those are Italians. Like, people forget that like Greece conquered the Middle East for 1,000 years. When people say Jesus wasn't white, it's like, no, he probably looked like Jason Mantzoukas. Like, he fucking he was kind of white. Everybody.
I like how you move the white goalposts to suit your.
I'm just saying.
No, I know.
But like, so people are always like, it's white terrorism, and it's like, no, kind of, but like, you can't just call everything terrorism.
That's the point. If you call everything terrorism, then because when you declare Antifa a terrorist organization, when they start breaking in storefront windows, that was an act of terrorism. Your insurance doesn't cover it. Also, if you're arrested as
a terrorist,
they can just never try you.
This is my point. Is that like when you're like, everyone's like, you got to call terrorism. It's like, no, we got to start calling less things terrorism, not more things. It's the same thing with snitching. Oh, I'm fucking snitching on all these Trump idiots. It's like, yeah, I fucking hate him as much as you, but stop helping the government, you fucking idiots. Don't be, dude, fucking what happened to Omerta? I hate it. So anyway, when people are like, you got to call the bomber in Nashville what he is, a white terrorist. You're not talking about it because he's white. It's like, maybe they're not talking about it because he's white, but we shouldn't be admonishing them for not doing that. We should be admonishing them for, if he was brown, them being like, what was he up to? Was this about Allah? It's like, no, that's just a fucking, I don't know what his motivations were. I'm assuming he's just a fucking crazy guy who wanted to go out like a crazy guy, and he blew himself up IRA style without trying to hurt anybody.
Hell yeah, king.
Yeah, it's like, fucking, I guess.
He got his Wikipedia page.
Dude, and also, when people call things that are terrorism has stated goals. That's terrorism. Terrorism has stated goals.
I think terrorism is like...
Are we doing wanton acts of terror? Do we? If you're a mass shooter, are you a terrorist? I guess.
Well, that's the thing. It's an invented term to. It's terror. You're making our people scared at our core.
Well, terrorism originally is like the idea of sowing terror for a goal. Like, the original terrorists were like. Or the most modern original terrorists I can think of would be like Spanish revolutionaries in fucking 1812. Fighting the French army or whatever. They were doing terror, like literally cutting people's heads off and doing like, if you fuck with us, we'll cut more head. Like, they were doing that shit, you know?
Oh, I mean,
people have been doing that since the dawn of time, but I'm just saying, as far as like modern times, you want to go the farthest back we can think of, that would be them. But like, I don't know, man. It's just fucking... basically, I hate the government, and I'm tired of people being like, yeah, pro-government. It's like, we can be can we just be not helping the government and also not helping the people the government shoots when it's funny? Can we just do both those things? Can we not be like, yeah, fucking Blue Lives Matter when they're attacking fucking Trump? It's like, no.
When they're fighting with Proud Boys.
Yeah, dude, have you seen the video where the journalist gets into the Capitol and the journalist is like, what's going on? What do we do? What are we doing? And the guy was like, you're not allowed. The police officer's like, you're not allowed in, as people are walking past him. And the journalist is like, what? And the guy's like, you're not allowed in here. And the journalist is just like, you have no power. Do you know really what happened was?
What?
It just goes to show that if the police are scared of you, because the police were scared of those people.
Yeah.
Not because I don't think the police thought they were going to get killed by those people.
1,000 of them, and not a lot of them.
And really what happened was the police were like, "Oh, we are going to get in trouble if we do the shit we normally do." That's truly what it was. And so they were like, "All right, fuck it. I guess we don't want to get in trouble. We already saw what happened if you get in trouble with BLM. These aren't BLM. This is the president's people. The president's going to fuck us. Let's just chill." And we just got to make more police officers afraid is really what I'm getting at.
Yeah,
See how fucking they
I'm not
drop
even-
balls so hard.
I'm not even saying attack them, just dismiss them.
No, yeah.
You should be
You're
should
like
be
a
you
like
should
a child.
Exactly. Just be like, fuck you. Just every time you see a cop, be like, "Pff, whatever, give me the ticket. I don't care. Like
Yeah.
that should be your attitude.
Admonish them like children.
Just be like, well, if you have any police officers in your family, just be like, you should get a new job. No one respects your job. You don't have to be mean to them, but like, just
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, don't even like when people like bring all this crazy like anti-police energy. Instead, just treat them like dumb children. Just start like just start being like not even being aggro at them. I think we should start a movement where people just treat police like, oh, you poor idiot. Like, oh, is that what you're doing? Do you have a gun and a badge? That's pretty fun, huh?
You know how people like talk down on garbage men sometimes?
Yes.
I've seen there was some
which
like
is fucked up.
no, there was some like liberal cartoonist who blocked me on Twitter because he was like shitting on he's like I think it was like, oh, these people are not going to have jobs. They should just go become garbage men because that's what they deserve. And everyone's like, hey, fuck you. I think it was Matt Bors.
Oh, okay.
And I was just like, me and a bunch of other people were like, fuck you, dude. Garbage men, they're working class guys. Society. Have you seen like when the garbage people strike or don't pick up the trash for one day, society crumbles.
Dude,
not even like New York. I'm not talking New York City. In the suburbs of America, when your garbage can misses 1 week and you're like, oh shit, it's full. What do we do?
Yeah, dude, it's a fucking it's the worst possible thing.
So anyways, shout out to you, Matt Bors. Fuck you, you fucking class traitor. Yeah, he's got rich from making shitty political cartoons.
Oh yeah, dude, fuck that. I do hate that shit when people I also
But what I'm saying is flip the script. It's like, yeah, you should talk to garbage men should be on the level as like firemen because firemen got it perfect. Everyone loves them. The only enemy is an inanimate force.
the police.
No, the police people like
I meant their enemy ideology. Like they're always competing with each other.
No, all political sides love firemen because firemen are just like, oh, they serve the people.
Yeah.
And you can
they
be like,
only
oh,
help.
fucking fires. I fucking hate fire so much. Like,
Yeah, no one's pro fire. Like, is anyone thinking about what the fire feels?
No one's constituents are pyromaniacs. Who,
Yeah.
But like, it's like we should treat police like how fucking lib shits treat garbage men and like janitor and like service industry, all these people who fucking rule and have real jobs.
Yeah.
Instead of, and here's why cops, it's like, I don't respect you. They only enforce laws and they only billy club poor people.
Yeah.
That's really it. It's class traitors.
That's my thing. Honestly,
fuck a garbage man. This is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Fuck
You should
your
suck
local
a garbage man's dick. Just like, if you ever see him, just be like, listen, I could do it real quick.
No,
you want a dick suck?
You know what you do? Just leave some of your nude Polaroids at the
Ooh.
top of a garbage. We know they're sifting through your garbage. That's their penance. Just leave a few Polaroids on top.
Show them your tits.
Yeah, when they drive by the window.
Yeah. When they're hanging onto the back of the truck, just show them your tits.
Flash. That's
Make
cool.
their day.
Dude,
Just fucking do it.
When I was a kid, I wanted to be a garbage man. It seems so fun.
Dude.
Now that they have the robot arm, I don't want to do that.
Dude, they don't even use the robot arm here.
No, I could be a New York City garbage man.
and
but it's impossible.
Yeah, it's
one
so
of those
hard. It's like a
city
job everyone
jobs.
wants. Yeah.
It's one of those jobs where, especially now, or probably now, it's like the line when a garbage man position opens, it's like 400 people apply.
Yeah.
And they got good benefits.
They do. It's a great job. Dude, here's my thing is, that's where liberals would be winning everything if they could just stop being such fucking idiots about the working class.
Yeah.
That's
why right-wing people, that's why working class and poor people gravitate towards that. Hispanic illegal immigrants always vote Republican.
They really do, and people don't realize. And it's just like, yeah, it's because you've got these fucking idiots who are like, oh yeah, stupid poor people vote. Oh yeah, are you gonna vote for Trump in your trailer like he's gonna help you? It's like, dude, why are you What are you saying?
Yeah, it's like, yeah, why don't you fucking idiot? Why don't you join our side, you stupid scum? Fuck you. Come over here to the good side, you piece of crap. Like, nah, what?
Yeah,
The argument doesn't work.
Well, they just like act like you deserve to be poor.
Yeah.
Because you voted, and it's like, dude, making fun of like when people always post like Appalachian trailers that are like falling apart with a Trump flag on
That's the dream.
to live in an Appalachian trailer with your moonshine wife,
dude. And by moonshine, it's my Bitcoin farm.
Damn, I hurt my own feelings. That feel when no moonshine, GF. Damn, I don't even want it because I'm straight. But like, even being sober, I would love to run moonshine, dude.
That would
just
be the
be
best.
shooting at other moonshiners. Oh my god, that's a life, dude. Imagine
Setting
just
traps.
You're fucking hot moonshine GF wearing no bra with overalls on. It's super hot. You're just you're in a high speed chase with the police shooting at them.
That would be fun.
Oh, dude, I fucking hate. I want to live in the 1930s so bad. I know that I'd have to hide that I'm Jewish, but I'd kill so many people, dude.
No, you could be
just in a good way, though. Everyone, I don't mean it just like wanton. Like they don't do. They
One.
don't have forensics.
People killed everyone.
Yeah,
before,
back then.
Just bank robberies. Everyone got shot.
Yeah. They're just fucking. Yeah,
It was the Wild West.
Fucking bullets were everywhere, dude. They just gave them out. It's like, would you like bullets? Yeah, sure. I'm out from shooting people.
I do get why well-off liberals and just anyone middle class and above do love the police because they're like, oh, this shit rules. I don't want this to change.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
scary.
Well,
because then we go back to the 1940s and before.
Dude, you know what my least favorite thing? I was complaining about it on Twitter. Very unrelatable. Bombing tweets over it. But people who are like middle class and they're just like, yeah, I was really poor. My parents could only afford to get me and my brothers one go-kart between the four of us. And it's what the fuck are you saying?
Dude.
Like, where middle class people think they're poor and you're like, oh no, like I don't want to do the who's more poor thing because that's not helpful, as you've pointed out before. But it's like when people
but you came from actual.
Yeah. But when people are like, they don't even know what poor is. So like, how can you make how can you vote correctly, make decisions in the best interests of our lowest class if you literally don't even understand what it looks like and you think you're a part of it? If you think the worst it gets is your parents yelling at each other, being stressed out about your mortgage, it's like, oh no, oh fuck, oh dude.
How many criminals do you think are just criminals for the love of the game?
Dude.
As opposed to, I gotta eat.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. I just remember me and my brother. I'm like, someone asked me on Twitter, they're like, so what do you think poor is then? And I didn't answer them because I don't want to get into an argument with someone who's clearly baiting me.
You don't want to gatekeep being poor,
well,
you've done with me before.
Well, they were like, yes, and I will continue to do it to you specifically only. But they were like an egg account. I was like, I'm not going to fucking do this with a no-name who just clearly wants to bait me. But like, I was just laughing just thinking about me and my brother in our teens waiting outside of a McDonald's for someone to order food so we could run through the drive-thru and snatch the food and run out into the night to eat.
How mad does it make you that YouTubers took that move?
Yeah, I know.
And are making millions of views.
That was our move.
As a prank.
It's so funny.
It's funny how you can just do crimes and be like, it was a prank, and they're like, oh shit, you got us.
Dude, well, if you do it in the hood, people are like, people will chase you, you know? So me and my brother would like be risking our lives. Dude, we literally had a guy shoot at us once over it.
What would you steal?
Well, I don't know. It was like a pretty big thing.
I mean, if it was like a McRib, maybe you might shoot someone over it. Those are, like, I've eaten a few meals where I'm like, I would kill too if someone tried to steal this. It's also like it goes to your lizard brain. If someone's directly taking food from you,
true.
That like it takes over. You're not thinking through. It's, that is a predator, or that's another tribe person stealing food literally out of my mouth.
Yeah, I mean, but here's the thing. When it happens at McDonald's, we later learned that if you just get enough money, you buy a bunch of stuff, and then you double it by having someone you actually know steal it, and then they're like, oh my God, and then they make you a whole new order, and now you get doubled your order. That was the move. That's the less poor move.
That was
just,
your organized crime.
That was the yeah. That's once we got some money, once we Mr. Burns it, and we got enough cans to recycle to buy a thing. We fucking decided like, oh, this is the best way to do it. Just like originally, we stole things from Walmart. We would just shoplift, which is so fucking dangerous, dude. I can't tell you how many the loss prevention guys we like had to fight, which is not good. You go to jail for so long if you get caught doing that. But
why did you fight them? Just run.
Well, because they grab you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And so then eventually you get enough money, and then you do the thing where you just buy, like if you get an Xbox that's broken, you buy a new Xbox and you just switch the internals and return the broken one as if it was new and get your money back. But you can't run scams like that unless you have a base to start with.
It takes money to make money.
It takes money to make money. Just like yeah. By the way, I had someone message me about the Subway scam, and they're like, it works.
Which one?
The Subway, when you when you work a Subway and you swipe the points.
Works?
Yeah, they're like, hey, it still works.
That,
I was like,
listen
fuck
to
yeah,
an older
dude.
episode.
Yeah.
If you work at Subway.
If you work at Subway and you want to make some cash, baby, they don't pay you enough. And Subway's the richest restaurant.
Are they really?
They have more locations than McDonald's now.
That doesn't mean that. I mean, maybe real estate rich, but
maybe. But I'm just saying, it's so easy for it's so easy for them to make those ingredients and stuff, and make the food. They really solved it.
They figured it out.
Fast food.
They don't even have to cook anything.
No,
they just,
that's the thing.
They
like
just microwave that shit
right in front of you too, in front of your face,
and you eat it,
dude.
Like the swine you are.
How little?
I hate Subway. I'm a Quiznos guy.
How little respect does Subway have for you that they just microwave the ingredients in front of you? You're gonna eat this, you fucking pig.
It's perfect. It's for dystopia's here. It's been here.
Dude, it really has. Can you imagine in the fucking 50s if you went to a restaurant and they just started microwaving your food? You'd be like, what the fuck? You're not gonna cook my food? No. Shut the fuck up. Give me $14. You're like, that's so much money. Dude, firstly, my sandwiches.
Okay.
Because I get extra cheese and bacon and stuff on it. Damn, I want a sandwich now. I'm hungry.
Order from the local deli.
I do.
Okay, good.
I've been. I stopped. I stopped giving Subway my business and started ordering from this other sandwich shop.
That's always been I've always been. That's my 1% move. I like to treat myself a little bit better by ordering from the local business as opposed to the fucking chains.
Dude, that's the way to do it. I too often am blinded by how good fast food is.
Well, the problem is fast food, if you've had it in Utah, it's the fucking same fast food in New York.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I love this, where sometimes you get burned by something new.
Dude, I have been here. And sometimes when you order, especially now in the age of Corona where there's a bunch of places you can't even go into, you order and then it's bad and you're like, well, now I'm just trapped with this.
See, this is why I love being a fat guy, because I'm like, this is bad, but I'm still going to eat it and finish it and still enjoy it, even though I hate it.
Man, I fucking wish. Dude. Yeah.
So anyways, disrespect your local police officer.
You know what I was thinking about? I didn't see any plus size people in the Capitol.
What do you mean?
There were no videos of plus size people raiding the Capitol. You'd think that there would have been.
Why?
I don't know. You just look at Trump stuff and you're like, yeah, there's some good old boys. You know how that famous photo, those two fat twins riding tiny motorcycles?
Yeah, that's I think they're from the same town as our friend BMO.
Whoa.
Fun fact.
I just feel like that's a lot of Trump's base. I don't know why. I just feel like they look like that.
Yeah, poor people are fat.
Poor people are fat a lot of the time because poor food is bad for you.
Because you also don't have time to work out because you're riding the bus to go to your job
Also, you're medicating with food because you're incredibly sad.
There it is.
And the food you can buy, you get in large quantities for cheap, and so you might as well just fucking sit down and eat while you stuff your face and watch TV and try and make the pain of your 9-to-5 job that kills you go away.
I feel like
I'm definitely not blaming anyone who's plus size. I mean, listen, it's your life. Live it how you want. I'm just merely making the observation. This is not me making fun of anyone plus size.
Are you speaking right at me right now? Because every time I rail against fat people, it's basically me speaking to me.
I'm trying to be as respectful as possible because I truly love our plus size listeners.
I don't listen to the podcast, so
You have to when you edit it.
I don't. That's how you know it's not edited.
You know what it is? They had to climb that wall to get in.
That's what I was gonna say.
I solved my own problem. There it was. Did you see the video of the lady falling off the wall?
Yeah, that was really funny.
Damn, that fucking ruled so hard. I haven't laughed that hard in a long time. Just not even nothing to do with why she's there. Nothing to do with the protest. Just a real good a lady falling off of a wall video. The dude who went to grab her, he's just looking down like, oh fuck.
I heard she died.
No,
I don't know if that was verified or not.
She didn't die.
It was kind of.
She falls on grass.
It was a 15-foot drop. You can die from those.
You can die from those. She did fall onto the fucking barricade and then onto the grass. She's probably fine.
Dude, it's just there's some funny videos with protests.
Here's the thing is they're so bad at it. Did you see the one where they shoot tear gas in and the dude's like, I've seen this, you gotta pick it up and throw it back, and he picks it up and just holds it and he's like and then it burns his hand and
they're hot.
Yeah, and he just drops it and it's like, yeah, when you're watching the Black Lives Matter people do that, you gotta hot potato that shit and toss it back as fast as you can.
You know what I haven't heard about in a while?
What?
Oh, what about the Hong Kong protests? Are those over? Did they squash that?
No.
No,
they still protest.
Oh, so they've squashed online.
Yeah.
All the news sites stopped caring.
Yeah. Well,
Damn.
it's hard to care about that when you've got
your own shit
fucking
at home.
Buffalo head. Dude, can you imagine being a news guy just coming as hard as possible, seeing photos of a dude with fucking a buffalo hat on cruising around the Capitol building? That's just like
that guy's pretty cool. As
News
crazy
101. Did you hear Alex Jones fucking giving him the business?
Wasn't he? So he's like a QAnon guy, but he's also like way into spirituality.
Yeah, he's a shaman. He says.
Yeah, the guy with the bear.
Dude,
hat.
I'm a paladin. Oh, you're a shaman? I rolled rogue. It's just like that's so fucking dorky. I'm a shaman.
Look at
oh,
you,
fucking K.
The pot calling the kettle black.
Listen, I'm a big fan of magic and stuff, but I just don't talk about it because it's dorky. I know better.
All right, let's say there's a protest down the street. You're not gonna dress up a little bit. You're not gonna. Let's say you have a wizard robe. Let's say you have a staff with a crystal on it.
You want me to go to the as Gandalf? I'm disguising my identity with a beard.
That'd be a good disguise.
It would be a good disguise.
I feel like you should show. Well, if you're gonna go to a protest, show up in costume. You'll get noticed. Cover your face so they don't notice you, so they can't identify you. But show up in costume so you can be like, that was me.
I have to protest in like full black bloc or else I'll go to prison forever.
Just Antifa style.
Yeah, I just have no choice. I like to say Kremlin style, Spetsnaz style, but because they wear black bloc. What's that?
Ninja?
No, because that's not...
Too dorky again for you?
Yeah, I'm going to go
Too
with the
fantasy?
cool guys. Yeah, I don't want to be a ninja.
Dude, I just kind of enjoy that America's starting to turn into France. It warms my heart a little bit.
It does. No, France fucking rules. Their firefighters just set themselves on fire and run into police barricades.
Yeah,
they rule.
It's like, are we just getting fed up to that point where everyone's like, fuck these guys, and sooner or later, hopefully, we all team together and be like, hey, you're all right.
Yeah, dude.
I like you.
France rules hard as fuck.
I may not agree with your religion or your stance on abortion or what like everything else, but we both hate the government.
There it is. Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying, man.
And look, we wouldn't hate the government if they stopped fucking us. If it's just like stop fucking spending our taxes. Give us a little bit of that stimmy.
Dude, it's really that's what blows my fucking mind. It's so easy for the government to placate us.
Well, it's so easy for any government. It's because all like the Nordic countries do it.
Yeah, just fucking placate us and then use us and get rich.
But
just be little less rich than you are.
But then you're not gonna have your vampire mansions on Mars.
Dude, they need those vampire mansions. Dude, that's the thing is they could be regular rich. You could be 50 Cent in a hot tub with 5 big titty bitches rich, but instead you need to be
comically rich.
You need to be fucking in a bathtub full of virgin blood rich. You need to be vampire like dude.
And again, I don't blame the rich. I'm angry at our politicians for selling us out for pennies.
Dude, well, they got it. That's how you get that way, right? That's what they say. Like, a rich person asks for the refund. A poor person lets it go. That's the difference between the hustle.
No, what I'm saying is like if these tech companies are like lobbying our politicians and giving them thousands of dollars, thousands, not tens of thousands, not hundreds of thousands. They're like, hey Ted Cruz, pass this law for us, or like it would be cool if you pass this law. Here's $500. He's like, thank you, $500. Wow,
Gee whiz, mister.
Yeah.
I absolutely will do that.
It's like if you sold us out for $1 million, I'd be like, I get it. I understand why you passed the arrest everyone over over the height of 6'2" law.
Yeah,
I get it.
When they hide giving $8 billion to Egypt in the bill, so that fucking Lockheed Martin can secure a $30 trillion defense missile contract, it's like, all right, yeah, that makes sense because you're making all this money. Who was the senator that literally got caught trying to do something insane for like $1,000? Literally trying to like allow like I can't even remember what it was. But
there's too many to think.
Yeah, there's too many.
They're out there.
Literally someone being like, yeah, I'm gonna make the legal age of consent 11. And then you're like, what now? And he's like, they paid me $800 to do it. And you're like, we gotta kill you. We gotta can we kill this guy? Dude,
it would be better if we did kill our leaders after their term was over. It would attract a better type of person.
Dude,
it's
true.
A more philosophical, like person who wanted to change stuff.
Yeah, Logan's Run all of our politicians.
I don't know if it's a good idea.
You know what? It's an idea. No one has any ideas anymore.
I haven't heard anything from Biden during all this. I'm not listening for it, but I haven't seen anything.
He gave a speech.
Other than he's like, I'm going to pass Patriot Act 2.
Yeah, dude. Patriot Act 2, the revenge. Oh, man. What do you think Patriot Act 3 is going to be over? That's going to be when we all get tired of Patriot Act 2.
That's going to be when it's like, hey, thought crimes are real, and we're going to have to drill into your skull and monitor what you think just to make sure you're not thinking anything. Patriot Act 2 is going to, because the tech companies are already banning not only Republicans, but like very hyper left-wing podcasts and people.
Yeah, they're banning everyone. Anyone who's politically extreme on either that they think is politically extreme.
Anyone that will rock the boat and keep the money from coming in.
Anyone that they're actually like, oh, they'll actually do something.
That's actually a good indicator.
Yeah.
If your podcast gets banned, I'm like, oh, I should listen to that. It's the banned book idea. It's like, what don't they want me to know?
Oh, yeah. You got to read those banned books. Dude, that shit it's the fucking where they just think like, oh, this person will actually do something instead of 90% of people who are like, I posted a black screen on Instagram, so I'm good.
That was the craziest thing. So like when the Black Lives Matter stuff happened and like Nike and everyone like started posting those black screens, like the big corporations, it's like,
yeah,
all right, I like get it, whatever. But now that like it's happening the opposite direction where it's like, dude, I saw the Chiquita Banana Twitter account. Did you see this?
Yeah, I want to tell you about the
dude,
one.
Someone was, because all these corporations are like, we decry what.
So dystopian. It actually fucks me up more than anything. The worst thing about the Capitol is seeing Burger King being like, we do not support the Burger Kings and Queens that stormed the Capitol. Yeah. It's like, yo, we don't need your input on this.
Yeah, it's like, why are you tweeting? Like, what's
did someone accuse you of being a fascist, Burger King?
Yeah,
what the fuck?
And that's what makes me kind of support those people. I'm like, they got too close to the truth.
Yeah, what did Wendy's? What does Wendy think about all this? Like, it's fucking crazy, dude.
No, someone was. Because the Chiquita Banana Corporation was like founded on just raping and pillaging like South America.
Yeah, that's where the term Banana Republic comes from.
And so I think someone jokingly was like accusing that, and then Chiquita's like, actually, we're under new management now, and like,
oh my god,
like, I do love bullying brand Twitter accounts.
Yeah, just the 25-year-old that runs it.
Just go out of your way. That's another form of activism. That, like, let's say you can't get out and protest. go to a brand Twitter account and post a goatsy under just the lemon party. Link to whatever you can. Post some horrific gore porn right on. I mean, what are they going to do? Ban your little Twitter account? Make a new one.
It's so funny.
That is how you fight for free. That's how you become a freedom fighter on the internet. If you really believe in free speech, fuck corporations.
Dude, they are the worst. They're the fucking government too.
How come? I feel like this is not even going to get released.
Oh no!
No, I'm saying.
Oh, you mean they'll stop? Oh no,
to,
not us. They'll stop.
Yeah,
us.
I'm going to upload this, but we're going to get shadow banned, and we're like, how come no one's downloading it?
Dude, sometimes I wonder. I've been shadow banned and unshadow banned on Twitter, and I wonder what keywords I use at what times.
I think so. Facebook will like intentionally break their app for just a certain amount of people to see what people will put up with and keep using the app.
Yeah.
So I bet Twitter intentionally shadow bans. Like there's so much fucking psychology that goes into it.
What's that experiment you saw that fucked you up when you were a kid? The Stanford experiment.
Yes.
Yeah, Facebook is doing that to people. They're just like, let's see if this grandma will continue to use Facebook if we let someone post fucking 2 girls 1 cup on her page. And like they just fucking torture some of these boomers to see like, oh, they'll put up with a lot.
That's the other thing. It's all just money driven.
Dude, I have like a fancy account on Facebook because I have like a fan page with like 100 and whatever thousand.
Yeah, you're making them tons of money, so Facebook is like
yeah. But I looked and you can like I have like a handler on Facebook who like handles my account because it gets so much traffic, and I can ask them questions or whatever if I need.
I bet you make Facebook so much money and you don't see a dime of it.
I see a little bit of money from it when I post videos sometimes if they're longer, but
no, I'm saying that's every tech
company,
yeah.
I did have like but anyway,
we need a new internet.
I had like a strike on my account.
For
and
what?
I was like, what is this strike for? Like, what is this? And the guy was like, let me see. And it was from when in like 2018, before I became popular, I posted Pete Wentz's bare dick on my Facebook account. The lead singer of Fall Out Boy had a nude, and I posted it as a joke.
How dare you?
I think I put my face on his body or something. It was like, okay. Ladies. And then I got banned for a while for that. And the dude was like, yeah, apparently you posted that. Dude. I was like, damn, fuck. Oops.
How crazy.
Sorry, Pete. My bad, King.
I've had my Twitter blocked out because of stuff I've posted years ago.
Yeah.
That it went, like, the AI went back and was like, hey, you can't say this. And I'm like, what the fuck did I say? Like, I'm like trying to think of my tweets, and then it links me, and it's like 5 years ago. And I'm like, okay.
Oh, dude.
I've only been DCMA striked. It's never anything I say.
Oh.
I say some crazy stuff every now and then, but
yeah,
it's always you use this Smash Mouth song in a video compilation.
Oh, dude,
We're
yeah.
locking your Twitter, and it's like, all right.
My TikTok got I got 2 videos removed on TikTok. I got one of them back up.
Yeah, you can't use swear words.
No, it wasn't the swears.
Oh.
You can swear? What are you talking about?
No, you got to censor your swear. You can.
In the text.
Yeah.
Yes. That's correct. You got to censor the text.
You can't show vaping. You can't.
Which I'm there for. So stoked about that.
Okay.
Dude, I don't want to see people vape. Can you imagine how many vape tricks would be on TikTok?
Dude, it would be so cool.
Oh my god.
Dude, there's some
just
cool
some
vape
dude
tricks.
swirling smoke on a table and then blowing shit through it.
Where did they go?
Dude.
Where did those silenced masses go?
Dude, that's the real. You know what? Social media canceled them. First they came for your vape tricks. Then they came for the president.
Then they came for your leftist podcast.
Dude,
and
then they came
nothing.
for your leftist podcast. Who were the leftist podcasts that got taken down?
Red Scare.
Okay, we don't care about them.
I do.
You listen to Red Scare?
Sometimes.
Are they funny?
Sometimes.
I don't know anything about them except for they're popular here in New York.
No.
Hey, if you're from Red Scare and you're listening to this, I will have sex with you.
I think they do. I ship it. Yeah. Who else is banned? They don't allow. What is crazy? I've seen straight up porn on TikTok now.
Dude, I have too. I accidentally ran into some.
Well, it's not even. It'll be like it'll be like the start of the last one I saw is like someone lighting firecrackers, and right as they're about to blow, it just turns to like a hardcore porn scene of some girls screaming. And luckily, I'm on the subway with my headphones in, but it blew out my headphones.
No,
that's always funny. I like those videos.
Oh yeah, so
those stay up for a little bit.
My TikToks got taken down. One was it had weapons in it, and
you
they're
can't
like,
show weapons.
they're like, are these? You can't just have real weapons. And I was like, I see gun TikTok all the time, but I guess that's allowed. But
if you're like hunting,
there's like different contexts. Anyway, I was like, no, the sword's fake, and the dude, and they just like put the TikTok back up. I was like, hell yeah. But then
the sword is fake.
Yeah, I told them the sword is fake. They have to believe me, dude. I'm like, what, are you gonna touch it? You can't. They're gonna send a Chinese guy over here. Hello, I flew here from Hong Kong. Dude. I'm with TikTok, and just to touch my swords.
You know, I feel like if someone made a social media, because China's in charge of TikTok, and so you have to everything's under Chinese standards.
That's why you can't say Anyway, that's why you're never gonna see Hong Kong stuff on there.
But it's funny, like all these places that like have it's just the standards of whatever they want.
Yeah.
Someone needs I don't know. It never works because if you create a free social media, then it always devolves to the Jews control everything so fast. That's the problem with any like true free speech app.
Yeah,
is it devolves because boomers learned how to use the internet, and so now you have not even boomers, but like everyone. When you give 12-year-olds the internet, they're going to say some heinous shit because they don't understand.
Can you imagine if we had TikTok when we were 12, bro? Dude, we would definitely would have fucked up my whole life for 100% sure.
Well, that's the thing. I think that's also kind of like happening culturally is kids don't care. They're all in it together where they're just revealing some of the craziest shit, and they're like, yeah, you can't get us all.
Dude, I've deleted like so many Facebook posts from like 2010 where I was like, woo, what the fuck was I on that day? Damn, I'm yelling. I'm fucking going crazy.
I leave my stuff up.
Dude,
I'm standing strong with the Zoomers. I'm going to be like, it's all back there. Go read who I was.
Some horrific takes.
You know what is interesting, though? Because I think we say we have horrific takes, but they're never like, we're always clearly trying to be funny.
Yeah.
Then you see like someone who's like hard SJW and just going crazy, like we need to ban these people, blah blah blah, and then 100% of the time you go back to like their 2016 tweets and it's just they're being absolutely racist. Like there's no joke.
The thing about the Palestine Jewish problem is that not only does Palestine need to be liberated, but we need to push every Jew in Israel into the sea where they will drown. And you're like, okay,
that's not a bad take.
Oh, okay.
But I'm saying,
those are the stated goals of the fucking Yom Kippur War.
Ooh, at least they had goals.
They did. Their goal was genocide.
Like, state your goals if you're going to have a movement.
That's Palestine's problem.
They don't have goals?
Palestine's problem is twofold. One, anti-Semitism exists, so Israel should obey the borders and not fuck with Palestine, right? Those are things that are obvious. And let Palestine and not occupy the place, which they don't technically occupy, but it doesn't matter.
All right.
They should be better to Palestine, right?
I feel like you're a little too close to this.
No. I'm pro-Palestine. But Palestine fucks it.
I don't see any Palestinian
flags.
Hold on. You always kind of get. I see a little sweat of bead whenever we go to the Palestinian restaurants.
I don't want them to know. I just don't want them to feel uncomfortable around me.
That's the best restaurant we found.
It is the best restaurant.
That's why
in our neighborhood.
I stand with Palestine. I'm like, damn, this falafel's so good. Nuke Israel.
So anyway, anti-Semitism exists, and when people are like, we should help Palestine, there's a ton of anti-Semitism rooted in like how much the UN focuses on it, because there's a lot of people don't know, like, do you know about Balochistan?
Okay, that's a
don't.
Borat country.
No, it's not.
Balochistan?
Yeah.
Balochistan.
I'm being serious.
Look it up right now. Show me on Wikipedia. Balochistan is real. I've never in my 30-some-odd years of life heard of Balochistan. Are you kidding me? Balochistan? Name another one. Make up another country.
Balochistan.
That's just Pakistan.
No, it's so Pakistan is not a real fucking country. It's like Israel.
This is like your Mexican takes, how Mexicans don't exist.
No, Mexicans are invisible. No, so Pakistan was created by England because they were like, oh shit, a bunch of Indians are Muslim and they all kill each other all the time.
All countries were created by England.
I know. So anyway, Pakistan is literally Israel for Muslims. They just created a Muslim state up in Pakistan, and they were just like, you guys can have this place.
You know what?
And the Pakistani Indians who immigrated there and stuff were like, okay, sure, this is where all the Muslim Indians live. There were ethnic groups that lived there, huge, gigantic minorities, as big as Palestine or bigger, that were like, no, this is our fucking country. You can't fucking be here. And then Pakistan was like, actually, we're going to fucking kill you about this and do in Israel to you. Except for that no one fucking cares because it's minority on minority violence and there's no fucking anti-Semitism to ramp up the fucking Europe paying attention.
I do also think that whenever Pakistan and India go to war, because they go to war like 3 times a year and no one pays attention, right?
They kind of they kill a bunch of people and they do. India has stopped attacking Pakistan and been like, India and Pakistan have been chill. Now it's China and India.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude. China and India. There's like over a couple hundred people have died in the conflict between China and India.
What I'm saying with Pakistan and India is they go to war 3 times a year, but their wars, like, it seems kind of equal, and I think that never really gets. Like, that's kind of like, okay, duke it out. But we need to, if I feel like, you know what the Jews should do?
What?
Or Israel, I should say, is they should arm the Palestinians with a few tanks. Make it a fair fight. Make it seem like a fair fight. I think that would do a lot for their PR. Instead of, because you always see like them throwing rocks at tanks, and it's just like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
Can we just... You got to do a blowout, and they're like the Harlem Globetrotters.
Yeah.
And it's like, this isn't fair. This hurts to watch.
Don't dunk on them. At least have a free throw. Play horse instead of fucking a slam dunk contest.
Dude, arm Palestine. That's my argument.
They're pretty armed.
More. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But so anyway, listen. Anti-Semitism exists, so Europe is always paying attention to Israel and angry at Israel. And then college kids here in the United States, they're right to want to help Palestine. But they don't realize that the reason that they're obsessed with Palestine and they don't care about Kurdistan, Syria, Balochistan, fucking Bolivia, or not Bolivia.
I was gonna say,
where do the Contra rebels live? Anyway, there's
Iran.
There's a million other places
yes.
where exactly what's happening in Palestine is happening. Myanmar, and no one gives a fuck, and no one has given a fuck for the last 50 years, and it's just because there's no anti-Semitism to amplify the anti-good country versus bad country vibes. So college kids don't realize they're being used by anti-Semites for almost a good cause, but then it ends up going against them, and that's why Israel is going to keep doing what it does. But also, Palestine shoots itself in the foot when they're like, what do you want? And they're like, freedom. And they're like, fuck yeah. Let's get some freedom fighters over here. Let's do the damn thing. Is there anything else you want? And they're like, to kill all Jews. And it's like, oh, fuck, you lost us. Oh, fuck.
Nope. As long as they have a plan.
Dude,
that's what I'm saying. Your movement... Don't storm the Capitol without a plan. If you write down what you want, I'm for it.
Hezbollah is just like, they're like, what do you want? Freedom. What else do you want? Literal genocide. And everyone's like, God damn it. Scale it back a little bit and we'll help.
Hezbollah was talking about the Capitol.
Dude, were they? What did they say?
I forgot. I didn't care. I had to read the subtitles and I got bored immediately.
Yeah. Palestine is like, the vibes in Palestine are super chill right now because a bunch of their fighters joined ISIS. So Israel's like, oh, okay. I guess we don't have anything to worry about. Yeah, it was like a 10,000 people died. So
that is another thing I was thinking is how terrorism used to be applied to like countries trying to get us, and that worked pretty well. But now I think the elites and politicians are just like, wait a minute, we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone if we start labeling both sides as terrorists internally.
True.
And then that gets, because if you have outside terrorists, everyone like comes together and kind of unites. But if you label both sides of like the left and right wing people inside as terrorists, it kind of pushes everyone to the center because they don't want to have extreme ideologies. they're more scared.
Okay, that makes
And
sense.
so I think they're just trying a new flavor instead of like prosperity and love each other. America #1 the week after 9/11.
Yeah.
They're getting too free.
Fear.
They're getting too crazy.
Oh, I fucking hate them. You know what I do love though? When people support our Patreon.
I like that. I don't love it, but
Patreon.com/cowboyboys, everybody. You could also go watch me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Shaydozer. My brain is very fucked.
what are you gonna do when you get banned off of Twitch?
Dude, it might happen. Here's the thing. Hassan said that we deserved 9/11, which was very funny and true. Technically.
No, yeah. Ron Paul said that.
Yeah, I know. It's like
I think like the one or two politicians who voted against like the Iraq war are like, yeah, that you fucking bomb the Middle East forever. Sometimes one of those bombs is gonna get back.
yeah, that's the thing.
And that's the whole. I think that's our political ideology is stop fucking everyone, and they won't want to kill us.
It's true. No, it's real. Also, when you say America deserved 9/11, you don't mean 3,000 people deserve to die.
No, you mean
no American deserves to suffer the consequences for some rich guy's problems.
Whoa. I bet there was one or two people. There were some bad guys.
There was a pedophile in the Twin Towers.
Was there really?
Sure.
Oh, you're just saying that.
Mathematically, yeah, definitely.
Okay,
Fuck
fair.
that guy. I like to believe that. Dude, we got him, everybody. Fuck that guy. So, I mean, technically, yeah.
You're playing a math game.
I'm playing a math game here. So, dude, if terrorists just killed our rich people.
Well, I mean, that was
If they were just like, listen, we killed George Bush, it would just be like, oh, word, I get it.
George Bush was the last good president. It was Dick Cheney who was pulling the puppet strings. George Bush didn't know where he was.
Oh, George
He's
Bush
innocent like a child.
Remember when he
literally
parachuted onto the deck of an
Dude,
aircraft
that was
carrier?
so fucking cool.
And said mission accomplished, even though we were literally fighting a battle in Iraq that day?
Yeah, he didn't know. I've said he's innocent.
Dude, you know what the thing is? George Bush would be the worst president of all time, like the most incompetent, but like genuinely, dude, he was at least fucking parachuting onto fucking boats. Trump is fucking holding water weird. Parachute onto something, Trump, you fucking bitch.
That's what America needs, a president with abs.
Dude, I agree. We should try. I know that other comics have like done that bit where they're like, we did a dumb guy, let's do a strong guy. Unironically, we should. We should do a hot lady. We should do a hot lady. I'm not talking about we need a woman in office. Fuck that. We need a fucking. We need a hot ass. We need a bimbo,
like
dude.
a blonde bimbo porn star.
Yes, we need a himbo and a bimbo. Dude, I want bimbo president, himbo vice president, dude. I want fucking just. I want people to be writing fan fiction about how they fuck.
Well, one, they already do.
Well, but you know what I mean.
You want more people.
I want TikTok kids to do it.
Yeah.
I want people to be.
The closest we got to that was Michelle Obama.
It's so true.
I was horny for her.
Yeah, dude.
Anyways, if you want to hear our thoughts
on
which presidents we would fuck,
okay, yeah,
subscribe to our Patreon.
Patreon.com/cowboyboys. All right, everyone, we're fucking out of here. We love you guys so much.
We love you so much. Yeah, I got stuff to plug.
Plug it.
Okay, I'm online.
Hey, buy our shirts.
Oh yeah, our shirts are still for sale.
Yeah, bonfire.com.
If you've liked anything what we said and want to support me eventually quitting my job,
that's what we're working on.
We're still working towards that. All right, thank you, everybody.
All right, yeehaw.